tanks tell a story of a troubled harvest. Renewed conflict has taken many casualties, and one of them is the divers' livelihood. Divers in the east are no longer willing to risk their lives in the troubled waters of the eastern province, and tighter security has meant long delays in crucial shipments carrying live cargo.
There is a general restriction on diving, that is one. And the other thing is that we have another bad effect, because sometimes in the Trincomalee harbour, to avoid attacks through divers, sometimes time to time they use detonators. In addition to that, we have logistical constraints because of transportation. When you have so many checkpoints and when you have to unload the fish in the hot sun, sometimes the fish will get warmed up and then they will get deteriorated inside the bag. So this is another concern that we have. But at a time like this, we cannot, request too much from the forces, because we have to help them. They are fighting a war which is very nasty.
With that understanding comes another reality. Competition from outside is still strong, especially from Singapore, where quality may be less of a concern, but logistics and infrastructure have placed the country way ahead of the rest.
Singapore enjoys a bigger market share because they have the infrastructure facilities much better than Sri Lanka. And their airline is very strong. And in this industry, the key to develop this industry is you should have very strong support with the cargo, because the time is a key factor. The US market enjoys presently about 40% of the business, and they have very shorter flights to the west coast of US, like Los Angeles. And the Los Angeles is the main hub of distributing these fish to many parts of the world. So their freight rate is less, and also it's very short.
Arachivi says Sri Lanka has a long way to go to reach such progress, but that small changes could go a long way.
In Singapore, there are separate channels for the screening of the fish, screening of the boxes for the safety. But in Sri Lanka, we have to use the same X-ray machine, where the garments, where the crabs for edible purposes are being shipped. So we will have to stay on the line, and then we have to do this. So these are the things that government, without spending much money, could look into and then facilitate the convenience for this industry to prosper further.
Facing a future of rising freight costs, tighter regulations and the growing competition, Arachiva is still all smiles. Against the worst of odds, simply happy to be living the dream.
It's time for us to leave. We'll be back again at the same time next week. You can call us on 5338-624 or 5335-623 for your feedback on the show. You can also contact tonight's achiever on the numbers on the screen. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week at the same time. Good night.